loaded with features and excitement. Here comes the lunchbox.
Alright guys, welcome to the channel and thanks for tuning in. Today we are going to be building the iconic retro looking Tamiya Lunchbox. Been after one of these for a while. Got the Tamiya Midnight Pumpkin Chrome Edition. Not sure I'm going to run that. It's pretty much just to look nice on the shelf. Some cars you just buy as a shelf queen. We are going to be sticking the Fast Track 75mm oil filled shocks on it. Not sure what motor I'm going to put in it, but we're going to bore race it. Went to Halford yesterday and I bought some paint for it. Walked in the shop and I seen that yellow and I was like, yeah, that is the yellow I need. It is Rover Inca yellow. So yeah, going to prime it with Halford's white primer. Couple of this and then slam a lacquer on it. Hopefully it'll get a nice shine. So bore raced 75mm shocks. Should be good to go. Let's jump into it and see what's in the box. Yeah, so here we go guys, really not much in it. The iconic yellow wheels, all the chrome bits, the front grille. Tamiya really nails that detail. Rear gearbox, suspension parts, the rear pivot points for the axle, the front shocks with the wheelie bar, front arms, bags of A through to D, diff, the giant bathtub chassis, the stickers, the iconic van-like body. Yeah boys, let's jump straight into it. There you go guys, steps 1 through to 10 done. That rear gearbox with the wheelie bar all bearinged up, full of grease. Like to put a lot of grease, keeps the muck away from the gears in my opinion. Grease is like money, you can never have too much of it. So yeah, 1 through to 10 done. Now we're going to start attaching it to the chassis and get the shocks on. But we're not putting the standard shocks on. Oh no, we're putting Fast Track 75mm on, so I'll get them on. When we come back, the chassis will be done and we'll start getting the undercarriage in. Yeah boys, stay tuned. And here we go guys, about to put the shocks on. I thought these were 75, but I've measured them from hole to hole and they're actually 80mm. I think you can put 75s on. I mean, it's only 5mm difference, but yeah, I've just stole these off the Midnight Pumpkin and I've got some on mail order, so I'll stick them on the Midnight Pumpkin to get it back up and running. You also need some of these little silver U-clamp things. You sell them in a pack. I think it's a pack of 4 or a pack of 6. You use 2 on the front and you need 6 because you use these on the top and the bottom of the shocks. On the rear you use 4 of them and you use 2 on the front, so you need 6. And you can buy it in a set with the wheelie bar as well, but you don't need that. You can just buy the set of these actual clips. So yeah, I hope that helps. And there you go guys, the shocks on. They work pretty well, really, considering. A lot better than them stock pogo sticks, yeah. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of bounce with them big wheels, but yeah, works alright. That slapping noise that we're all familiar with when you put the gear on. It looks like this chassis, where it's got them points for the front arms to pivot. Underneath, actually on the chassis, there's 2 there as well. So I'm just wondering if this chassis is used for anything else. If anyone knows the answer, drop a comment down below. What else has this chassis been used for, except the Lunchbox and Midnight Pumpkin range? Yeah, it probably is used for something else. So yeah, if you know, drop a comment down below. It'll be interesting to know. So now we're moving on to step 16 through to 19, which is basically get the front end on. And we're going to get the wheels on, and then it's a case of building the body, doing the body, boys. So yeah, when we come back, this chassis will be finished. Yeah, boys, as simple as that. So yeah, start that front undercarriage next. And just like that, guys, in the blink of an eye, that is another car finished. I'm really enjoying these basic Tamiya kits, getting back to my roots. Yeah, man, just sit here, put some music on, and just chill out building these things. After a hard day at work, and you come home and you know you've got a kit to build, happy days. So yeah, awesome. Them front shocks are a lot better than the standard ones. The back shocks are still... The way it's set up, it's still very 1980s. But yeah, it's all about soaking up them bumps in it, and that's definitely what the Lunchbox does. Well, it doesn't so much soak them up, it just bounces over them. So yeah, only thing left to do now is just start it up. Make sure it's all nice and smooth. Trying to see what kV it is. 3,300 kV ESC. With that cheap, you can see it in there, it's like orange. Get them for about 50 quid, I think, from Banggood, maybe even cheaper. But yeah, I think 3,300 kV is enough for this. So let's see. Battery's not fully charged, so it might have a bit more grunt in it than that. Yeah, but he's happy with that. Definitely need to get some aluminium body mounts. You can get them from Modelsport for about £8.50, something like that. Drilled a hole in the back bulkhead just to send the wires through, so that it's nice and loose, shouldn't catch. But yeah, happy days, well made up with that. So yeah, only thing left to do now is the body. So it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm going to give it a sand down with some wet and dry, something for the primer to grip to. Spray it in some white primer, a couple of coats of white primer, give it another dose down with some wet and dry, give it a wash, dry it off, and then bang some of that yellow on it. Depending on how it shines. The lacquer that I've got from Alfred's, it doesn't always do a great job, but I think it's just a case of polishing it up, and I can't really be bothered doing that. So yeah, we'll put some lacquer on it anyway, some undercoat, some yellow and some lacquer, just to give it a bit of protection. I'm not going to lacquer over the stickers just in case it lifts them. It's always a bit do or die if you put some lacquer on. But yeah, I'm definitely going to have to go around the window. I was kind of putting it off, but the card looks so much better when you black that window trim off. Yeah, so I'll give it a go. Probably do that front little triangle window silver as well. Yeah, I'll have to give it a go. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm definitely going to do the front. I might go over it with a Sharpie. I don't know. I'd rather just paint it yellow and just not do any of it, because it's like my fingers, my big sausage fingers will probably screw it up. But definitely do the front, I think. I think I can manage the front. Like I say, I might just go over it with a Sharpie and then give it a light coated lacquer just to seal it, and then once it's dry, give it a few more coats. The lacquer will stop the black Sharpie from wearing off. But yeah, maybe give it a bit of a dose of silver on the handles. But yeah, I procrastinate, whatever the word is for them intellects out there. So yeah, gonna do the body. When we come back, that will be done. So see you in a bit. Oh yeah. And there you go, guys, it's finished. Had a bit of a battle with the body. Ended up getting it finished, and then on the final coat it tipped over, the body tipped over and got all things stuck to the paint, so we had to sand it all back down and redo it. But yeah, it's got one little slight imperfection that you wouldn't notice unless I pulled it up. but I'm very happy with that. Detailed the handles, the indicators. I painted the backlights rather than put the stickers on. Glad I've done that window trim. It's not great, my unsteady hands, but yeah, I'm happy with that. Finally got a lunchbox in my collection, another one to tick off. So yeah, we'll go to some glory shots and then I'll see you in the next one. Oh yeah, it's got a lovely box.